Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Daniel's Harlequins. So the story that we've got going on here today is that the Dark Angels had arrived on this planet, using it as a forward operating base to prepare for a crusade that they were taking part of in the name of the Emperor when they were assaulted by a battle group of Harlequins who had decided to try to kick them off the planet. The planet turning out to be one of their maiden homes, the home world, basically, one of their original home worlds. So unbeknownst to the Dark Angels that's what it was, the Harlequins, not caring whether they knew or not, just wanted them off. So that's the story that we've got going on here, because of it just being a wanting my guys off of their home world, and my guys being Space Marines and not caring what xenos think. We are going to be playing the No Mercy mission, so basically just trying to kill each other and getting points for that. So that is the story, and that is the mission that we're going to be playing here today. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that are going to fight it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment and a spearhead detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have Azrael and a lieutenant. We have 3 5-man scout squads with bolters. We have a chapter ancient. We have a 3-man aggressor squad with boltstorm gauntlets. We have a 5-man reaver squad with grav shoots and bolt carbines. We have a dark shroud with a heavy bolter. We have a dark talon. Then for the spearhead detachment, we have a talon master. We have 2 5-man devastator squads. Each has 2 heavy bolters and 2 las cannons, and there's an armorium cherub in one of them. And last but not least, we have 2 Hellblaster squads, 1 8-man and 1 7-man. So for the Harlequins, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a vanguard detachment. Leading out the vanguard detachment, we have a Shadow Seer with Mist Stave, Shuriken Pistol, and hallucinogenic grenade launcher. We have 2 Death Jesters and a Solitaire with the Star Mist Raiment. So for the battalion detachment, he'll be running 2 Troop Masters, one with the Storied Sword and Fusion Pistol, the other with a Harlequin's Kiss and Fusion Pistol, and a Shadow Seer with Mist Stave, Shuriken Pistol, and hallucinogenic grenade launcher. We have 4 5-man troop squads, 2 with Harlequin Caresses and 3 Fusion Pistols each, 1 with Harlequin Embraces and 3 Fusion Pistols, and 1 with Harlequin Kisses and 1 Fusion Pistol. We have 4 Star Weavers with 2 Shuriken Cannons each. And last but not least, we have 2 5-man Skyweaver squads with Haywire Cannons and Zephyr Blades. Alright, so those are the armies going over deployment here for the Dark Angels. I've got a Scout Squad over here, Scout Squad up here, Scout Squad over here. I've got a Devastator squad in these buildings here. I've got a Devastator squad with the Armorium Cherub in this building here, along with a Lieutenant. I then have my big old blob of Doom. I've got my aggressors in the front. I've got the 2 squads of Hellblasters here. I've got my Chapter Ancient and Azrael in the middle. I then have my Dark Talon, my Dark Shroud, and my Talon Master over around here. And in Deep Strike Reserve, I have my Reavers. Going over deployment now for the Harlequins. We've got the Skyweavers over here. We've got the 4 Star Weavers along here. In here is the Pink Troop Squad along with the Pink Troop Master. In here we have the Solitaire and the Green Troop. We've got the Yellow Troop and the Yellow Shadow Seer. And over here we have the Blue Troop and the Blue Troop Master, who is going to be his Warlord. And the other squad of Skyweavers. Up in front here, we've got the 2, what are they called? Death Jesters, and we've got the other Shadow Seer. So that is deployment. As of right now, the Harlequins are going to go first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for not this die. Grabbed the wrong one, sorry. Looking for a 6, so show me that Phil first. Yeah, with the Phil first! Woo! So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Devastator squad stood still. Devastator squad stood still. Lieutenant stood still. Scout stood still. Scout stood still. Scout stood still. aggressors advanced up. My Talon Master and my Dark Shroud both advanced. And these guys all back here just moved up their 6 inches. And my Dark Talent advanced, and I spent a command point on Speed of the Raven, but I got it back because of Azrael's Warlord trait allowing me to roll to try to get him back. Brilliant strategist. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my Dark Talon is going to fire into his Shadow Seer over here. My opponent spent 2 command points on lightning fast reflexes, which makes him -1 to hit. So we're going to start with the heavy rift cannon. I'm shooting everything from it into it. So we're going to start with the heavy rift cannon, heavy D3. So that's going to be 2 shots. These are going to be, it would be hitting on 3s, -1 because he moved, +1 because of strafing run, and -1 again because of lightning fast reflexes. So these are going to be 2 shots hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits, strength 10, which would be wounding on 2s, but because he is a Shadow Seer, his ability means that he's -1 to hit, -1, I'm sorry, to wound, which means these are going to be wounding on 3s. So even though this thing's strength 10, he's toughness 3, wounding on 3s. So here we go. Getting 1 wound, AP -3, 4-up invul save because all of them have a 4-up invul save. No, goes through. He's going to spend a command point on that. So, re-rolling again, looking for a 4-up. No, goes through, so that's 3 damage. And because he got wounded, I now roll on the Rift Vortex table. This is going to be on a 3-up, I do D3 mortal wounds. All right, so D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds, he is dead, and that is first blood. All right, so now my Devastator squad here is going to fire into his green Star Weaver over there. I'm going to spend a command point to use Hellfire rounds with one of my heavy bolters there. Let's see if I get that back. I do not, leaving me at 9. So first we'll do the 2 last cannon shots. So these are going to be, would be hitting on 3s, but because he is -1 to hit because of, what's it called again? Like Mirage launchers. They're -1 to hit, so these will be hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. So that's 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. So that's 2 wounds, AP -3, 4-up invul saves. Making 1, failing 1, D6 wounds. 2 wounds. I'm going to spend a command point actually to reroll that. So the 5 wounds. And now the heavy bolters. The red is going to be the Hellfire round that I'm going to give the Signum to. So he's going to be hitting on 3s because he's still got the Mirage launchers that are -1 to hit. The greens are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, so I get 1 regular heavy bolter and 1 D3 mortal wounds. So that's 3 mortal wounds. Oh, and he's dead. So does he explode? He does. So we'll come back to that. All right, my Devastator squad here is going to fire the last cannons into his pink Skyweaver, and he's going to fire the heavy bolters into the troop over there that got out of the other Skyweaver. These are going to be hitting on, the red's going to be hitting on 3 because of the Signum, the yellow, and the greens are going to be hitting on 4s because of Mirage launchers. I guess all because of Mirage launchers, but I get the +1 because of the Signum. All right, rerolling 1s because of the Grim Resolve. So that's going to be 1 last cannon hit and 2 heavy bolters. So the 2 heavy bolters, what's that?
Bolters are, you're shooting at the troop, right?
Yeah.
Heavy bolters hit on 3s.
Oh, heavy bolters hit on 3s. Sorry, they don't have Mirage launchers. So these are going to be hitting over here. This is going to be hitting onto the Skyweaver. So the Skyweaver wounding on a 3. So that's a wound onto the Skyweaver. 4-up invul save. Nope, goes through. D6 mortal wounds. D6 wounds. 5 wounds. He actually is dead because of the blowing up Skyweaver there. I put 1 mortal wound onto him. You put 1 mortal wound on everything within 6 inches. And then the heavy bolters are going to be wounding on 3s. Alrighty, so that is going to be 3 wounds onto the troops that are AP -1, but he doesn't care about those. We'll come back to you with that. Alright, so we got 3 4-up invul saves. Making none of them. Now my aggressors are going to fire into his pink troop over there. So I've got 6 shots each, plus D6 shots, getting an additional 15. All right, so this is 33 shots from the aggressors here. These are going to be hitting on 3s because they don't suffer the -1 penalty for advancing with their shooting. We'll come back to you with that. Rerolling because of Azrael.
Yeah.
All right, looking for 3s to wound. We'll come back to you. Rerolling 1s because of the Talonmaster. Alrighty. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 21 saves. We'll come back to you. All right, so we've got 20, what did we say? It was 21 invul saves here, 4-ups. Nope, looking like they are actually going to be dead. All right, my squad on the left here is going to fire into his Skyweavers over there with the plasma incinerators. They are going to supercharge, and I'm going to spend a command point on Weapons of the Dark Age. Do I get it back? I do not, so I'm down to 9 command points. So we have 8 shots that are going to be coming in. These are going to be hitting on 4s because they are -1 to hit because of Mirage launchers. So looking for 4s to hit. All right, not re-rolling 3s, but re-rolling 1s and 2s because of Azrael. All right, so 1 will be dead. 1 is a miss there. So we've got 4 hits. Strength 8, wounding on 2s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Talonmaster there. So that's 4 wounds. These are going to be 4-up invul saves, making 2 of them. So 2 of them will be dead because it's 3 damage apiece. But the one guy that died, let's see if he gets to shoot back. He does not. All right, and then my other squad of Hellblasters is going to fire into that same squad of Skyweavers. They are going to supercharge. Can't spend command point on Weapons of the Dark Age because I've already spent it this turn. So we've got 7 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s because, again, they've got Mirage launchers. My opponent spent command points on Isha's Weeping, giving them a 3-up invul save instead of their 4-up save. So 4s are hits. And re-rolling 1s and 2s. Okay, so that's another 2 hits, but 1 guy will be dead because that 2 becomes a 1 because of the -1. Let's see if these wounding on 2s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Talonmaster there. So that's 1 that's not. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. These are at AP -4, it doesn't care. 3-up invul saves.
3-up.
Making all but 1 of them. Good thing you spent it, that would have been 2 more. And let's see if that other guy can fire back, the one that died. He does. So this would be on a 2-up, but it becomes a 3-up because it's still -1, still supercharging. So hitting on a 3-up. Rerolling 1s because of Azrael. Nope, not going to hit. No supercharging. And Azrael here is going to fire into his blue Death Jester over there. 2 shots are going to be, the red is going to be the Mastercrafted Bolter. Green is going to be his Plasma, firing both profiles. So I'm going to be -1 to hit because of firing both profiles. So these are going to be hitting on, stop throwing dice, hitting on 3s. All right, so that's both hits. Toughness 3, so this is going to be wounded on 2. This is going to be wounded on a 3. Yes. Yep, so that's 2 wounds. We'll do the Plasma first. We have to do it separate because the Mastercrafted Bolter is actually 2 wounds. So we'll do the Plasma first. 4-up. He's good. And then the Mastercrafted Bolter. It goes through, so that's 2 wounds. And now my Ancient's going to fire into him with his Bolter. Not hitting, rerolling because of Azrael. 3 is a hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We have 1 morale test to take. The green squad there lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 6 is 9. So 1 of them runs away over there. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Harlequins here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Harlequins here on turn 1, not turn 2 like I crazily said before. This squad of Skyweavers moved up over this way, advanced up this way, or just moved? They just moved. The two troop masters, right? Oh no, the 1 guy left in the troop and the troop master, they moved up over this way. These guys over here, including the including the Shadowseer, moved up over here after disembarking. This vehicle did or did not advance? Just moved. This guy just moved. These guys, including the troop master and the troop, advanced up this way. this Star Weaver, it did not advance, just moved up here, and these Sky Weavers did advance and move up over here, and the 2 Death Jesters moved up into the building over here. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with and the Solitaire. Ha! The Solitaire, he's being sneaky over here. He declared Blitz, which is a once per game use ability that they have, and what happens is they move their normal 12 plus 2d6, and he advanced, so he moved an additional d6, making it, he moved 23 inches right up to there. Pretty crazy. He also has the relic or the warlord trait, that the relic that means that he can't be overwatched. So pretty good, pretty good. Chaos. All right, so over here, Shadow Seer is going to start us off in the psychic phase by casting Veil of Tears onto his yellow squad over here, looking for 7. Getting it with double 6s. He's going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Doesn't feel like taking D3 mortal wounds. Into a 1, which is still 7, so that still works, making them -1 to hit. And now he's going to cast Smite because he can't, these guys are closer, but he can't see them. Smite specifies line of sight. So into my aggressors, looking for Smite, looking for a 5. No, not getting it. Double 1s, D3 mortal wounds. Taking 1 mortal wound. All right, so starting at the shooting phase, the Death Jester, the blue Death Jester is going to shoot into my Chapter Ancient. -1 hit because of the Dark Shroud. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Getting 2 hits. These are strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Getting a 1 regular and 1 AP -3. So the AP -3 is going to be a 4-up invul save because of Azrael. Good on that one. And then AP nothing, so 3-up save. And making that one. Woo! And now the green Death Jester is going to fire a Shrieker round into my Devastator squad up here. So hitting on a, I don't think he's within 6, so AP looking for a 2. Can't see it. Which one is that one? That's a hit with a 5. This is now going to be strength 6, so looking for a 3 to wound. Wounding with a 3, AP nothing, so 2-up armor save because they're in cover there. And they make it. All right, so this troop guy down here is going to fire his fusion pistol into my Dark Talon over here. So he's going to be hitting on a 4. That's a hit with a 6. So it's fusion pistol, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP -4, 4-up invul save because of jinking, because I advanced with him. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll this. Into a Filfers. Woo! And now the Troop Master up there is going to fire into him up here. What's his ballistic skill? Is a 2-up, so he's going to be hitting on a 3. No hit. All right, so now the Sky Weavers here are going to fire into my Dark Shroud. So they've got D3 shots apiece. Oh, D6 shots apiece. My bad. With the cannons, so that's going to be 14 shots. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so -1 to hit. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so these are haywire. So on a 4+, they'll do a mortal wound. On a 6+, D3 mortal wounds, and it's strength 4. So looking for 5s to just do normal wounds. So we've got 1, 2, 3 normal wounds. 3, yeah, because it's strength 4, right? So there's 3 normal wounds plus 2 mortal wounds and an additional 6 mortal wounds. So it's going to be a total of 6, 7, 8 mortal wounds, and I've got 3 saves to make. So we've got 8 mortal wounds in there. I've got 3 saves to make. If I fail any of these, he's dead. So what was the AP again? AP -1. So looking for 4-ups. Show me 4-ups. I failed 2. No amount of rerolls is going to get him back. He dies. Does he explode? He does not. Now this squad of Sky Weavers is going to fire into my Talon and my Dark Talon. So we've got 5 D6 shots. All right, so it's going to be 3, 9, 10, 14 hits. All right, so they advance, so these are going to be -1 to hit because of that, -1 to hit because of it being supersonic. So looking for 5s to hit. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so 6 hits. These are going to be doing the same thing as the other ones did. So that's 2 that do nothing, 3 that do nothing. So these all do a mortal wound, so it's going to be 3 mortal wounds into him. And these two are going to be, they're strength 4, right? So those two are going to be wounds. So I've got 2 regular saves to make on 4 ups. Making 1, failing 1, so a total of 4 wounds. All right, so now the yellow troop squad here is going to fire into my scouts. He's going to be throwing 1 grenade, which is going to be D6 shots. Getting 6 shots, pretty good with that one. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, getting all but 1 hit. These are now strength
4 AP -1.
Strength 4 AP -1, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 4 wounds there. So these 4 are going to be looking for 5 up saves. Making 2 of them. And now the shuriken pistol. That is a hit. That is a wound. That is a save. And 3 fusion pistols. That is 2 hits. These are now strength 8, right? So 2s to wound. That is 2 wounds, AP -4. They are dead. So 4 total dead. Now the Shadow Seer here is going to attack into my Dark Talon up here. He's got, he's going to use the hallucinogenic grenades up there. So these are going to be hitting on, hitting on a 3 because of -1 to hit. That's a hit. So his leadership is an 8. So he needs to roll 2d6, 8 or better. No, does not get it. All right, so now his yellow transport is going to fire into my aggressors here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, not great there. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3 because it's strength 6. So that's AP -3. So it's going to be a 4-up invul save because of Azrael. No, goes through. I'm just going to let it go. Blue squad is going to now fire into my aggressors over here. Blue squad. Blue Star Weaver. Got it. He's going to fire over here, hitting on 3s. All right, a little bit better than his brethren over there. So it's good.
He made up for it.
Yeah, he made up for that there. So these are now going to be, again, wounding on 3s, so strength 6, toughness 5. So all wounds, no AP minus anything there, so it's going to be 5 3-up armor saves. Failing 1, which will kill 1 guy. I'm actually going to use Azrael's free reroll for these warlord traits, so let's see if I can get that. Nope, he's still going to be dead. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, his Solitaire is going to charge into my Hellblasters, into Azrael, and into my Chapter Ancient. Because of his relic, he cannot be overwatched, so here comes his charge distance. Looking for anything really to get into Hellblasters, but more 5 inches. And now his Star Weaver is going to charge into my aggressors. I'm going to overwatch with them, so I've got the 2 6 shots and then 2d6 extra, getting an additional 7 shots. All right, so 19 shots are now going to go in over here, looking for 6s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Real good on that one. Rerolling because of Azrael. Cocked. All right, getting an additional 1, so that's 7 hits total. Strength 4, toughness 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master there. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. AP nothing, so 3 4-up invul saves. Making 2 of them. And now his charge distance is in. And now the yellow squad is going to charge into my aggressors over here. No overwatch because he's engaging them. 3 inches, probably will make it in. His True Master here is now going to charge into my Hellblasters. They're engaged with the Solitaire, so no overwatch coming here. 8 inches should get him in. Now the blue squad is going to charge into the Hellblasters. 5 inches. Oh no, was that cocked? Oh, sorry. So 5 inches, that's what it was meant to be. 1 second. It's going to spend a command point to reroll that 1 because it wasn't quite in there. Getting with 2 actually I think might get him in. All right, so now the Star Weaver here is going to charge into my Devastator squad. The greens are going to be the heavy bolters, reds are going to be the las cannons, yellows are going to be the bolter from the sergeant there, hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty, just getting the 2 heavy bolter hits in there. These are going to be strength 5, toughness 5, looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds for fill phases. Where were those on the hits for these things? AP -1, 4-up invul save. Failing them both, taking 2 wounds. Alright, needing an 8-inch charge to get in. Does not get in. That is just not in. All right, so now his Sky Weavers are going to charge into my Devastator squad. Same deal with the dice, looking for 6s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. That's a lot of 1s. That's 1 hit with the Heavy Bolter so far. Okie dokie. Again, 2 hits with the Heavy Bolters. Wounding on 3s this time. Getting 2 wounds, AP -1, 4-up invul save. Making 1, failing 1. And his charge distance, making it in. All right, so now his Sky Weavers over here are charging into my Talon Master. I'm going to Overwatch. I'm going to Overwatch with both the Twin Assault Cannon and the Twin Heavy Bolter at the same time because both of them, all of them are going to be hitting at the same at 6s. All of them are going to be wounding on 3s, and all of them are AP -1. So, looking for 6s. Show me them Fellfacers. Getting a couple of those, which is good. This one's cocked. All right, re-rolling because of Azrael. Getting another 1. So again, wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of himself. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. AP -1. He don't care. 4-up invul saves. Making all of them. That is how you do it. And now they need a 7-inch charge to get in. Ooh, just in. And the Shadow Seer is going to charge into the aggressors over here. That is going to be baby. 1 second. All right, so starting off the fight phase now. He did not make it in there. He can't. He was within charge distance here, but he couldn't be placed anywhere that he wasn't sitting on a model within an inch of the aggressor. So we're going to start now with the Solitaire. Who's going to be attacking all of his attacks into the banner guy. So here we go. These are going to be. He's going to be swinging with the Kiss. So these are going to be. How many attacks into there? 11 attacks. He's within range of the Troop Master, right? So that gives him reroll failed wounds. So these are going to be hitting on 2s, I imagine, on the Solitaire here. 11 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, getting 1 miss, not bad. And then these are going to be wounding on +1 strength, so it becomes strength 4, looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling failed 1s because of the Troop Master. All right. All right, so we've got 4 wounds so far. Getting additional 1, 2, 3, additional 3, so that is going to be 7 wounds. AP -1. So looking for 4-up saves. Oh boy, he is just dead. It doesn't matter D3 or anything. Look at that. Whew, he did not feel like living today. All right, let's see if he can punch back. He does. Before he dies, he's going to make 1 more punch back into the Solitaire. That's a hit. That is a wound. 4-up invul save. Oh, 3-up invul save because he's cool like that. No, takes a wound. All right, so I'm going to interrupt here with my Talon Master into his Sky Weavers. Spends 2 command points. See if I get one of them back. I do, so it cost me 1, so I'm down to 8 command points right now. I've got 5 attacks with my Talon Master because he has the Heavenfall Blade. These are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of Azrael. All right, so that's 5 hits. Strength +2 becomes strength 6. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of himself, so that's 1 that doesn't get to rerolled. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP -3, 4-up invul saves. D3 apiece. So 4-up invul saves. Making 2 of them. So 2 go 3. He's going to spend a command point to reroll one of them. Into a 3. So that is going to be 2 go through. The first one's just going to kill a guy because he's got 2 wounds there. So that's going to kill him there. And the next one, D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. That kills another guy. All right, so now his blue troop squad is going to attack into my Hellblasters over here. We've got 4 guys that got into combat over there. 1 guy's holding back to stay within 6 inches of the Shadow Seer. So these are now going to be hitting on 3s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, and these are now going to be wounding on 3s because these are with the caresses. So it's +2 strength. All right, we'll come back to that. Within 6 inches of the Troop Master, so re-rolling those. All righty. Get an additional 2 there, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9 wounds.
AP -2.
9 AP -2, so these are going to be 9 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. Looking for 4-ups. I feel like a Harlequin now. Making a bunch, failing 4 of them. That means 2 guys are going to be dead. 1 damage each, right? Yeah, so 1 damage each, 2 guys are dead. Now his Troop Master is going to attack in here.
And with the sword,
He's got the sword. Oh, it's this the storied sword.
So
it's
+1 strength.
+1 strength, so he's going to be strength 4.
AP -3.
AP -3.
Damage D3.
Damage D3.
And I get to reroll failed hit.
And he gets to reroll failed hits. So we've got 6 attacks here, hitting on 3s, or hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. All right, not meant to be on that one. So 5 hits. These are now strength +1, so looking for 4s to wound.
And then he gets to reroll for himself.
Reroll because of himself, failed wounds. All right, so that is going to be 3 wounds. 3 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. Oh, 1 second. So because there are 6s, they also do mortal wounds, which is kind of nuts. So here we go. We got 3. That's his warlord trait right there. So here we go. These are going to be getting 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. Making them all. Woo! But still losing a guy and a half. Brump, brump.
Here's his 4 attacks.
All right, so now his Skyweaver is going to attack into my Talon Master over here. So he's got 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Strength.
Strength 4.
Strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. Not getting anything. And now this Star Weaver is going to attack into my aggressors. 3 attacks. Hitting on what?
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3, so that's 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound.
Or strength 6.
Strength 6, either which way, that's 2 wounds there. AP nothing, so looking for 3-up armor saves. Failing them both. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll one of those. He's good on that one. Do I get the command point back? I do. All right, so now his troop, yellow troop, is going to attack into my aggressors. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, and these are with caresses, so these are going to be, right, caresses? I got it right. Caresses! So these are strength +2, so looking for 4s to wound, because they're toughness 5. We'll come back to you with that. All right, got 14 wounds! Killer. These are going to be AP -2, so looking for 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. No, they are way dead. Oh, not way dead. No. Yeah, but they're still dead, but not as way dead as I thought they were going to be, but dead enough that they're dead. Womp womp. And now his Skyweavers over here are going to attack into my Devastator squad. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so these are strength +1s. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling failed wounds because they are close enough to the Troop Master to get the benefit from that. So pretty good there. 6 so far. Getting an additional 3. So that's going to be, I'm sorry, it wasn't 6. It was 8 so far. So that's going to be a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds. All right, so 11 5-up saves, AP -1. Not even close. Whoa, actually totally being incredibly close enough to totally save guys. Oh, mama, I will take that. Woo! All right, so now my Hellblaster squad over here is going to attack into his Troop Master over there. So I've got 9 attacks hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Azrael. Pretty good. Not on the reroll, of course. But wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. Thank you. No one said anything. That was just my brain that I thanked. Going to be 8 wounds over here. So he's going to be 8 4-up invul saves. Failing 1, 2, 3. What's the one over here? That's a 6. So failing 3 of them, taking 3 wounds. And now my Hellblaster going to attack into his Skyweavers, into his Skyweaver over here. So we've got 13 attacks hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Azrael. All right. These are now going to be toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the Talonmaster there. So we've got pretty good. We've got 3, 6, 7 wounds, 4 up invul saves.
There's going to be 1 superior and 1 which means that
failing 3 of them, so just enough to be dead. All right, so now Azrael's going to attack into the solitaire over here. Got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling because of himself. All right, so that's 5 hits. Strength plus 2, so making it strength 6. These are going to be wounding on 2s. 6s do mortal wounds, and that's all that matters. So wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the Talonmaster. All right, so 1 mortal wound onto him. And then we have 5 AP minus 3, so 5 3-up invul saves because of him being the solitaire. Failing 1 of those saves, so he's going to take 1 mortal wound plus D3 wounds. 3 wounds. That's a total of 4 wounds. How many wounds does he have? Oh, 1 second. All right, so he's actually spent a command point and rolled a 5, so for that one. So yeah. All right, so now my Devastator squad's going to attack in over here. Not getting any hits. All right, so that's it for the Harlequins' turn here on turn 1. I've got a morale test here over here. He lost 4 guys. 4 plus 4 is 8. He's the sergeant. He's still good. And these guys lost 3. 3 plus 6 would be running away. Rerolling back into a 6. 9. They're at 7. They're both dead. So yeah, because of Grim Resolve, I only lost the 1 guy over there, which is pretty good. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. My scouts moved up over this way. These scouts stood still. My Reavers dropped in at the end over this way. My Talonmaster fell back over here. My Dark Talon advanced and moved up over this way when he dropped into hover mode and advanced over this way. When he flew over this squad over here, he's going to drop the stasis bomb. This is D3. You roll a D6 for every model in the unit, so there's 5 guys in there. And on a 4-up, it does a mortal wound, and that's only just the one time per game can you do that. So here we go, looking for 4-ups. Getting 2 of them, so 2 mortal wounds onto this squad over here. And then my the squad back here fell back here. I spent the command points for Intractable to have them fall back over here. And then these guys just moved up here. Azrael fell back over here. This lieutenant moved down over here, and this heavy bolter guy fell back over there. And that is it for. Oh, and this scout guy just bravely stood back over there in the midst of all of those xenos. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right. So start of the shooting phase. My scout squad here is going to fire into his troop back here, the green. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. No rerolls. That's the 3. Wounding on 3s. No reroll, so that is 3 wounds. AP for nothing, but doesn't make a difference. 4-up invul saves. Fails 1. He is dead. Now my Reavers are going to shoot into his Troop Master, hitting on 3s. Not rerolling anything. These are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds over here. 6 4-up invul saves. Making them all. Well done. All right, my Devastator squad here is going to fire into this Star Weaver. I am going to be spending a command point on Hellfire rounds for my Heavy Bolter guy. One of my Heavy Bolter guys. Let's see if I get it back. I do. So the red is going to be the Hellfire guy shooting. I'm going to give him the Signum, so he's going to be hitting on 2s or 3s now because it's -1 to hit because of the Star Weaver. The greens are going to be the other Heavy Bolter. The yellows are going to be the 2 las cannons. These are all going to be hitting on 3 and 4s. Rerolling 1s and 2s because of the Azrael down there. All right. So that 3 is not a hit. So it's got 2 heavy bolter hits, 1 of the Hellfire, which is D3 mortal wounds, doing 3 mortal wounds to him. And then we've got the 2 heavy bolters and the las cannon wounding on a 3 and it's toughness 5, right? So 3 and 4s. So that's all wounds. These are going to be 1 wound apiece. He's got 4 up invul save. So we'll do the 2 heavy bolters first.
Actually, he's only got 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound left, so we can just do them all then. That's all that matters. Yeah, let's do them all. If he fails any of these, he's dead. Yeah, he is dead. Does he explode? Does not. And now this scout squad is going to fire into his troop master over there with their bolters. All but 1 are in rapid fire range, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. No 1s there because of Grim Resolve, but there was no 1s there. So these are now going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. 6. 6. 4 up invul saves. Failing 1, 2, 3 of them. All right, so my Talent Master, because he's got fly special rule, is going to fire now in the shooting phase. He's going to fire twin heavy bolters into him, twin assault cannons into them. We're going to go the twin assault cannons first. Hitting on 4s because he moved. Rerolling 1s and 2s because of Azrael over there. So these 3s are misses. These 4s are hits, and these 1s and 2s are getting rerolled. Okay, pretty good there. These are wounding on 2s. They're within 6 inches of the Shadow Seer, so that means they're wounding on 3s because it's -1 to wound rolls. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So those were not meant to be. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AP -1, so 6 4-ups. Failing 1, 2, 3 of them. 4 of them. And now the twin heavy bolter into the yellow guys. They're -1 to hit because of Veil of Tears. So we got 6 attacks hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s and 2s. Rerolling 1s and 2s. Wow, that was pretty good spacing there. Getting another one there. So that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 4s because they would be wounding on 3s. -1 because of the Shadow Seer. Rerolling 1s because of himself. Okay, not getting anything. Oh no, getting 1. 4. Getting the 1. So 4 up invul save. No, so that's a dead guy. All right, so now this scout here is going to fire into this troop guy over here. 2 shots hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s because it's -1 to wound because of the Shadow Seer. That guy's still in range of him. Getting 2 wounds with fill faces. 2 4 up invul saves. Making them both. And now my Dark Talon's going to fire. He's going to fire the Rift Cannon into his Solitaire here. Heavy bolter, Hurricane bolter into here and Hurricane bolter into there. So we're going to do the Rift Cannon first into here. 1 second. All right, so we're going to go with the heavy Rift Cannon here. He is at his second profile now at 5 wounds, so he's got a 4-up ballistic skill, +1 because of strafing run, -1 because of moving, and he's within range of Azrael here, so I will reroll 1, 2s, and 3s. So, heavy D3. That's going to be 2 shots. Wounding on, or hitting, still got a hit. Hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. Strength 10, so wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. So that's going to be 2 wounds. 3 up invul saves, I forgot, because of him being who he is. Making them both. All right, so then the 2 Hurricane Bolters, 1 in here, 1 in here. We'll start with the guy on the blue first. These are going to be hitting on 3s because of strafing run. And them not being heavy. Rerolling because of Azrael. All right, so that is going to be all of these hits. Wounding on, would be wounding on 3s, now wounding on 4s because of the Shadow Seer. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. All right. So not that 3 because of that. So we've got 4, 8 saves to make. 8 4-ups. Oh, man. No. He is. Yeah, he's dead. And then the other Hurricane Bolter into the yellow guys over there, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s because they're -1 to hit because of Veil of Tears, and only getting to reroll 1s and 2s. Or, hold on, 1 second. All right, so getting to reroll 1, 2s, and 3s because of Azrael over there. All right, pretty good. These are now going to be Strength 4, Toughness 3, wounding on 3s, except because of the Shadow Seer, they are now wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. All right, back into a bunch of 1s over there. So these are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds on this one. Not quite as good as onto the other dude, bro. So 5 4-ups. Failing. Wow, all of them. Okay. All right, so my Hellblasters over here that did not fall back, that just moved over here, they are going to supercharge and spend a command point on Weapons of the Dark Age shooting into his dude bros over here. So do I get it back? I do get my command point back. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so now my Hellblasters here are going to supercharge and rapid fire into him over here. I spent the command point on Weapons of the Dark Age, got that command point back. So I'm still at 5 command points. They're going to fire into there. So we're going to do this one at a time just because they could possibly die. These are going to be hitting on 4s because they're -1 to hit here. So that's 2 hits. 2 hits. Rerolling because of Azrael. Into a wound. He is dead. Rerolling because of Azrael. Hits. Rerolling because of Azrael. Hit. And rerolling, not rerolling 3s because that would have been a hit. So one guy's going to be dead, but these all hit. These are strength 8 wounding on 2s. That is all wounds there. So that is 6, 9, 10, AP -4. No one cares about AP on this squad here. So these are going to be 10 4-up invul saves. Oh, man. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. So failing 4, so that is 4 bikes dead. All right, so this squad of Hellblasters that fell back, I spent the command points for Intractable for them to shoot in the shooting phase. So 3 of them are going to fire into the Solitaire. 1 of them is going to fire into his Troop Master. We're going to go with the ones in the Solitaire first. So we're going to go one at a time because they're supercharging, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Rerolling because of Azrael. That's a miss, but not a wound, not a kill because it's not minus. And it's not a -1 to hit. Rerolling because of Azrael. That's a hit, and that is it for into the Solitaire there. So we've got 5 hits, strength 8, wounding on 2s. That is 1, 2, and rerolling because of the Talon Master, not meant to be. So that's 4 3-up invul saves. Making them all. And then the 2 shots into the Troop Master over there. Rerolling because of Azrael. Nope, that's going to be a dead guy. So 1, wounding on a 2. Rerolling 1s. And now my lieutenant's going to shoot into the Solitaire with his mastercrafted bolt gun. So we got 2 shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, that's 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Oh, that's 2 wounds. If he fails both of these, he's dead. Mastercraft does 2. 3-up invul save. No, he instead makes both of them. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. So we have 1 morale test. This bike here lost 4 guys from his squad, 4 plus 3, 7. He's good to go. So that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Harlequins here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Harlequins here on turn 2. His Solitaire advanced up over here. His Skyweaver moved up over here. Troop Master moved up over here. The Shadow Seer advanced up over to there. And this Troop Master advanced over here. The 2 not Shadow Specters, Death Jesters. I don't know why I was saying Shadow Specters. Death Jesters did not move. They stayed where they were. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, so into the Psychic phase, we're going to start with Veil of Tears onto the Solitaire over here. So he needs a 7 to go off. Does not go off. And now he's going to cast Fog of Dreams onto Azrael over there, looking for a 6. Goes off with perils there, so D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. All right, so now his Troop Master is going to start us off in the shooting phase by shooting into my Dark Talon with his fusion pistol, hitting on a 2 because it's not in the air anymore. That's a hit. This is now going to be wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP -4. Right? AP -4, so 4-up invul save because he advanced and I spent Spear of the Raven for allowing him to shoot. So 4-up invul save. He makes it with a fill first. Woo! And now the Shadow Seer is going to launch his hallucinogen grenade launcher in here. So it's -1 to hit because he advanced here. So these are going to be, D3. I'm sorry, right? Oh, no. No, hitting on a 3. Sorry. So that did not hit. All right, so now his Star Weaver is going to fire one of the cannons into my Scout, one of the cannons into my Div. So it's going to be 3 shots each. We'll go into the Scout first. Yeah, hitting on 3s. So that is 3 hits. Wounding on strength 6, so 3s. That is going to be -3, so that is going to just kill him. And now the 3 shots into the Devastator over there. That is going to be 3 hits. Again, strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. AP nothing, 2 up save. Yeah, he good. All right, so now the blue Death Jester is going to fire his Shriek around into my Scouts over here. So hitting on a 2, that is a hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP nothing, so looking for a 4-up save. No, he is dead. One of them is dead, so now it's going to be D3 mortal wounds onto them. 2 mortal wounds, so 3 total Scouts are dead. And the other Death Jester is going to fire into the squad over here. 3 shots, so hitting on 2s. That is 2 hits. These are now wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. 1 4-up armor save. Yeah, with the filfers. Woo! And now his bike is going to fire into my Devastator over here. D3 shots. Or D6 shots. So 6 shots, pretty good. These are going to be wounding, hitting on 3s. All right, all hits, real good. Strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. AP -1, so looking for 3-up saves because he's in cover. Failing all 3. Ugh. All right, that's it for shooting phase. Into the assault phase, the Solitaire is going to charge into Azrael and my Hellblasters over here. So his charge distance, because he can't be overwatched, is making it in with an 11. And now the Troop Master is going to go into the bigger Hellblaster squad as well. Can't overwatch because he's engaged over there. He's in. And now the Shadow Seer is going to charge into my Hellblasters over here. That is going to be 6 inches. Might get him in, we'll find out. All right, and now the Star Weaver here is going to charge into my Dark Talon because he's in hover mode, can do that. So I'm going to shoot Overwatch with him. So I've got the 2 Hurricane Bolters, 24 shots, hitting on 6s. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, getting 2 hits, re-rolling because of Azrael. All right, getting an additional 2, 4, 5 hits, pretty good. These are strength 4, so wounding on 5s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 4 4-up invul saves. Making all but 1, taking 1 wound. And now the Rift Cannon into him, heavy D3. Getting 1 shot, hitting on a 6. Rerolling because of Azrael. No, does not hit, so his charge distance. Will not get him in. All right, so now his Troop Master here is going to charge into Jenkins' squad over here. Jenkins is going to throw a crack grenade. Sergeant's going to fire bolters, hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s, but that's all 4s. Would have been great if they were just shooting at him. So his charge distance, yeah, is in. That's it for the charge phase. Into the fight phase, his Solitaire is going to attack into Azrael over here. So he's going to have a 11 attacks. No. Oh, it's only going to be 9 now because was that because of the blitz. So it's going to be 9 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 2s. He's going to be swinging with the kiss here.
What's Azrael's armor save?
2-up armor save, 4-up invul save. So 1 second. With the kiss. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. All right. So that's 1 miss. These are, what's the kiss do?
+1 strength.
+1 strength, AP -1.
Damage D3.
Damage D3. So these are going to be strength +1, becoming strength 4, wounding on 4s.
And I'm within 6 inches of the,
Within 6 inches of the Troop Master, so re-rolling. All right. Looking for 4s. Pretty good. Re-rolling. All right, so that is going to be a total of 5 wounds here. 5 AP -1, so 5 3-up saves onto Azrael over there. Come on, baby, you can do it. Failing 2, I am going to spend a command point to re-roll one of those into a 3. He's good. Do I get the command point back? I do not. But he's D3 wounds, giving 1 wound. All right, I'm going to spend 2 command points to interrupt with my Talon Master, who heroically intervened over here. So, do I get one of the command points back? I do not. So, I am down to 2 command points. His attacks, he has 5 attacks that are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, rerolling because of Azrael. So, that is all hits. Strength +2 becomes strength 6. Would be wounding on 2s, but become wounding on 3s because of the Shadow Sphere being the Shadow Seer. Not getting that 2. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP -3. These are going to be looking for 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them. That's enough. It's going to kill him regardless of the D3 damage. All right, now the Troop Master over here is going to attack into my Hellblasters. Hitting on 2s, so that is going to be re-rolling 1s because of...
Re-rolling hits because of the storied sword.
Oh, re-rolling hits because of the storied sword. Forgot about that. All right, not meant to be. So that's a 5 dice. 5 hits. Strength is going to be +1, so looking for 4s to wound. So that is re-rolling because of himself. All right, so that's 1 mortal wound and 2 saves. AP -3, so these are going to be 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. Failing them both, so that is 1.5 men dead. Oh no, it's D3. All right, so we've got the first one. Does 3, that kills a guy, and the second one is going to be 1, so that will kill the other guy that took the wound from the mortal wound. All right, so now the Troop Master over here is going to attack. He's got 6 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, that is 5 hits. These are going to be with the kiss, right?
+1 strength.
+1 strength, so looking for 4s to wound.
Re-rolling because of himself.
Re-rolling because of himself. All right, so that is 4 wounds.
Saves at -1.
4 at -1, so we have 4 5-up saves. That is Jenkins in that squad. So, I need to make 3 of these 4 for Jenkins to survive. If he does, I'm gonna woo real loud. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be real sad. So, you know, no pressure on my opponent over here, but he's about to make me real sad if I can't make all these 5-up saves. So 4 5-up saves. Can Jenkins live? No, he can't. He didn't make any of them, so now I'm gonna be sad. I hope you're happy about that. He's dead. Jenkins, no! All right, so now my Hellblaster is going to punch into his Troop Master. 7 attacks, hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Azrael, thankfully, since that's 5 wounds. All right, much better. Glad they heard me being angry. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. All right, so we've got 5 wounds. 5 4-up saves. He's got 2 left. Oh, and now he's got 0 left. All right, and now Azrael is going to attack back into the Solitaire. He still has the fog of fears in his brain over there. Fog of dreams. So he's just dreaming of a Caliban that didn't blow up over here, and he's going to be -1 to hit. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, only rerolling 1s because modifiers don't get to reroll. So yeah, these 2s do not get to reroll, so it's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds with fill faces, so that's 2 mortal wounds onto him. So he's gonna have 2 mortal wounds onto him. Here he goes. He's got 2 3-up invul saves now to make. Oh, and he makes both of them, so he's down to 2 wounds left. 1 wound! Ah! All right, and that is it for the Harlequins' turn here on turn 1. Turn 2. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. My Hellblasters here were still within an inch of him, so they had to fall back. I spent 2 command points, didn't get any back. I'm out of command points, but they can shoot again because I'm intractable. These guys moved over here. He moved up over there, looking on them. My Reavers moved up closer to his Death Jesters. My Scouts stood still because they're within range of him there. Devastator stood still. Lieutenant moved up, so he's within range of everybody over here. And that is it for the movement phase. My Dark Talon stayed in hover mode, stood still. So that is it. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, my lieutenant's going to shoot into the solitaire over here with his mastercrafted bolter. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Azrael. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Getting 2 wounds. 2 3-up invul saves. Oh, he fails one, so he is dead. All right, these Hellblasters here are going to fire into his Starweaver. They're going to supercharge. So we got 2 shots each, hitting on 3s, hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit. So that doesn't get to reroll. That is 1 hit. That is not get to reroll. That is 1 hit. And that is 2 hits. So that is 4 hits total. Strength 8, looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. So that is 3 wounds at AP -4, 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them, so he is dead. Does he explode? He does not. And then this squad over here is going to shoot into his Skyweaver, supercharging as well. First guys, rerolling because of Azrael. That's a hit. 1 hit and reroll because of Azrael. That's a hit. Rerolling because of Azrael. That is not a hit, but not a dead because they're -1 to hit. So that's 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. So that is 4 wounds there. 4-up invul saves. Making all but 1, so he takes 2 wounds. All right, Azrael's going to shoot him with his plasma. He's -1 to hit because of Fog of Dreams. So I'm not going to supercharge. He's going to fire into it with his regular plasma. So we got 2 shots. Hitting on 3s because of Fog of Dreams. Not rerolling 2s. Hitting on 4s. Oh, hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit as well. So not getting to reroll the 2, so it's 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound with a fill face. 4-up invul save. No, he is dead. And now my scouts are going to fire into the Troop Master up here. Hitting on 3s, rapid fire range. Not getting to reroll 1s because they didn't move because of Grim Resolve. Not that it mattered. Wounding on, get back here. Wounding on 3s. Okay. Getting 3 wounds. AP nothing, but still 4-up invul save is going to be his best save. Making all but 1. So now my Talon Master is going to fire. He's going to fire into the green Death Jester with his twin assault cannon. Twin heavy bolter into the blue Death Jester. Twin assault cannons hitting on 4s because he moved. Oh wow, really good. Strength 6, toughness 3, so wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wounds. AP -1 does not matter to him, so we've got 10 4-up invul saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is enough to kill him. And the twin heavy bolter into the other Death Jester. Not getting to reroll. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds, 2 4-up invul saves. Makes 1 and makes the other. Devastator squad's now going to fire into his Death Jester over there. Red's going to have the Signum las cannon hitting on a 2. Yellow is the other las cannon. Others are heavy bolters. All right. Rerolling because of Azrael. Oop, there was a 2 in there I didn't see. All right, so the greens are going to be wounding on 3s. These are going to be wounding on 2s. Okay, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. All right, so we've got, let's do the 2, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. He's got 1 wound left, right? So these are all going to be, so we've got 6 4-up invul saves. Whoop, here we go, sir. Oh, he fails 2, so he is dead. And now my Reavers are going to shoot into the Troop Master over here. They moved, so not getting to reroll those 1s. Wounding on 3s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5 4-up invul saves. failing 4 of them, and he is dead. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the game with a Dark Angels win against the Harlequins. So that game got a little brutal towards the end there. I think first turn getting that seize off and being able to put on those that damage right off the bat really helped my case. But once he got in my face, he really did a mess with everything that was back here. So I could only imagine if there were more guys that were doing that first turn before I could shoot at him. So yeah, Harlequins are no joke. With that 4 Binvol save, it's like, okay, shoot me with your crazy plasma. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's like the damage hurts some of them later on, but that's about it. I'm blowing myself up here, and they're like, same save I would have gotten if you just like shot me with your bolt pistol. So kind of crazy. But yeah, that was a great game. I had a lot of fun. Harlequins usually like they give me agita is what they give me, because I've got a lot of things that really love that AP and they don't care in the slightest. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Daniel, and until next time, have fun.